still reason why Mama Biafra refused to be released, said is ready to die in detention if Nnamdi Kanu's release is not announced. I greet you, my dear listeners in the house. Good evening. It's a pleasure meeting you once again this very evening. And you agree with me that the release of Mama Biafra came like a shocker to so many of us in the house. And I tell you, jubilation is just covering everywhere in the southeast. In fact, even in the west, those who know about Mama Biafra and how it was to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mama Biafra has just been released today by the Court of Appeal after looking at all the count charges levied against her. She pleaded not guilty of all, and they decided to announce her freedom. But there is something that came up like a shocker and a very big surprise to so many people out there. You won't believe it. Mama Biafra actually turned down the court release, saying that he prefer and is willing to die in detention until Nnamdi Kanu's release is announced. You can see that. You see, we have people that are willing and ready to offer the sacrifice. Yes. You see, Mama Biafra is just like a foster parent to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's like a foster parent to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I believe that as a foster parent, she must have done one or two things to create a very serious impact in the life of the IPOP leader that has made Nnamdi Kanu to accept her as his foster mother since after the death of Nnamdi Kanu's parents. So what is still living to us as a shocker is a refusal, but then somehow she later accepted. You understand? This is not a joke. Let's see why and what actually transpired in the court today. I greet you, my dear listeners. This is Evening News. It was a very serious matter after the court announced the release of Mama Biafra today in court. Mama Biafra, who has spent over 3 months plus in detention, has finally been released. This information has covered the whole internet as individuals are filling up with jubilations and celebration. The whole southeast has already been covered with celebration over this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, who spoke and passed the information to the public, have said that Mama Biafra's release is a stepping stone to Nnamdi Kanu's release. Now that Mama Biafra has been released, all noble IPOP members, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will equally be released. Be ready to receive Onyendo out of detention, he said. Mama Biafra, who actually turned down the court release, have said that he is willing and ready to die until Nnamdi Kanu is released out of detention. He said the IPOP leader is a Lord and is willing and ready to die for his sake, she claims. You cannot see. My dear listeners, I don't want you to start seeing this as something else. I don't want you to read a negative meaning on this that has just been reviewed by Mama Biafra. You understand? Because that is just reality. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to so many people, is just like a god. It's not that they are seeing him as a god, though. They are not seeing him as God, but because he is doing something extravagant. Imagine for one person to stand and say, look, I am ready to die for the freedom of these people. Look at all of the torture that they are inflicting on him, just for him to denounce the struggle for Biafran, to just say no, I'm no longer supporting the agitation for Biafran freedom, and he will be free. Instead of him to do that, Nnamdi Kanu still remain firm and strong with his words. Imagine, to the extent that they have to drag him to detention. A year plus now, Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention because he has refused to denounce Biafran freedom. Just for your sake. So that is why you see that some persons are still seeing him as a god, not that he is God. Not that he is God. So what Nnamdi Kanu is offering is a very huge sacrifice, of which worth praising and appreciating. You understand? Yes, it was appreciating. Only those who doesn't have conscience will see this sacrifice that Nnamdi Kanu is making and say it worth nothing. You see that? Only those. But to us, the truth of this is that Nnamdi Kanu is offering a huge sacrifice. A very huge sacrifice. You understand? Alright, let's hear you, my dear people. At least let's know what you think and what your own take on this that has just been reviewed maybe. Don't forget to leave your comments below the comment section. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.